Right now, we continue to follow developments in a deadly shooting on the campus of Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island, that claimed the life of a Mountain Brook teen. Thanks so much for joining us here at 5. I'm Brittany Decker.
And I'm Carla Wade. Right now, a manhunt is still underway for the person responsible. Now, over the weekend, a suspect opened fire inside a classroom at the university, killing 2 students and injuring 9 others before leaving the scene. That person has not been seen since.
And we've also learned that one of the students killed was from Central Alabama. Ella Cook was identified by her church leaders as a victim. She was a parishioner at the Cathedral Church of the Advent on 6th Avenue North. Our WVTM 13's Lisa Crane has been live and local outside of that church that Ella attended.
And she'll share what she's learned about her in just a minute. But Lisa, can you give us the latest details on the investigation?
Yeah, it was just 48 hours ago when a gunman opened fire, and investigators in Rhode Island still looking for the person responsible. Over the weekend, authorities did detain a person of interest, but that person has been released and cleared in this case. Authorities gave us an update on the case less than an hour ago, saying they are still looking for the shooter in this case. Now, authorities showed new video and photos of their suspected shooter within the latest update. They say these came in around 2 p.m. on Saturday, just a couple hours before the shooting took place. In the latest update this evening, Mayor Smiley added extra police coverage has been added to public schools all across the area and the city there, assuring parents their children are safe. Multiple agencies also providing help with the investigation as well. Again, there was a person of interest in custody, but officers say the evidence in the case pointed them in a different direction, so that person was released as authorities investigate. Classes and final exams at Brown have been canceled, but some students still on campus say they won't feel safe until an arrest is made.
A lot of people found a lot of relief in knowing that the authorities had caught this person and recovered the weapons that this person may have used, and now to know that he may still be on the street is extremely scary.
Do you feel safe here right now?
I don't feel safe here whatsoever.
Now, this is Ella Cook's church right here in downtown Birmingham. It's the Cathedral Church of the Advent. Yesterday, during their morning service, Reverend Craig Smalley made the announcement to those who may not have heard at that point that Ella Cook was killed in that mass shooting on Brown's campus on Saturday. Now, the 19-year-old sophomore at Brown was wrapping up the fall semester when she was gunned down Saturday. She was an active student, served as the vice president of the university's Young Republicans Club. Reverend Craig Smalley called her an incredible light and asked the congregation to lift up her parents and her brother and sister who will need ongoing support.
The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness will never be able to overcome it. So pray for the Cooks. Give thanks for Ella and her deep and beautiful and winsome faithfulness. And as a community, let us stand and sing together and grieve with people with deep and abiding and very real hope.
Now, several lawmakers have expressed their condolences for Ella's family in the wake of the shooting. Attorney General Steve Marshall posting this on social media, saying she was more than a student, and the pain of knowing just how much life she had left to give makes this loss even more unbearable. Representative Robert Adderholt adding that he and his family are praying for Ella's loved ones and everyone else affected by the shooting. Also, Governor Ivey announced flags in the state will be flown at half-staff until sunset on December 19th. Meanwhile, new data is showing in 2025 we'll end the year with more mass shootings than actual days in a year. According to the Gun Violence Archive, 392 mass shootings were carried out across the country this year. Their data shows that's resulted in 325 deaths and nearly 1,800 injuries. Now, they define a mass shooting as one that killed or injured 4 or more people, not including the shooter. Their data shows the most recent mass shooting happened in Alabama. Happened in Pinson. That was the bonfire shooting that killed in October, that killed Kimber Mills and injured 3 others. Now, the investigation into this most recent shooting at Brown University is happening as we speak. It is ongoing. Information coming in pretty quickly, too. You can find the latest information on breaking news updates on our free app. You can also go to our website, WVTM13.com. We're going to send them directly to your phone if you turn the notifications on there. And of course, we'll also have all those breaking news updates for you right here on our newscast. Live in Birmingham, Lisa Crane, WVTM 13.